I'm at St Joan of Arc Catholic Primary School. I've heard that the choir here has been learning choir for the last year, so I'm going to pop in and surprise them as they're singing the song, and we'll see if they notice me.
Apart from me, you sing the melody.
Nice voice. Ooh.
Cause we ain't done making music yet. We got some more sound checks, and this time we're gonna have about 1 million voices. Singing, dancing, partying, dimension.
Guy Sebastian, such a good guy. See what I did there? Australian singer, songwriter, performer, celebrity, incredible person. And today, I'm going to analyze his song called Choir, but later I'm going to tell you the story behind the song. Yes! I love him so much. Cool voice, again connected, but much more breath flowing.
Don't want a mic stand just hanging around.
I keep me where the light is.
Yeah. What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking. I hope you will subscribe if you haven't, and give the video a like. Share it with somebody. I'd really appreciate it. So, recently I reviewed Guy Sebastian's song that was written about mental illness called I Stand By You. Beautiful song, and I got some beautiful comments, especially from my Australian audience. Thank you so much for your comments. And I wanted to dig a little deeper into Guy Sebastian because, as I mentioned in that video, I lived in Australia for almost 13 years. I was there when Guy Sebastian became the very first Australian idol, and I've been a fan of his ever since. And he's just an awesome human being, on top of being a fantastic musician, songwriter, singer, producer, etc. So this song, Choir, is a very upbeat, fun, funky song, but with a backstory. So stay tuned. I'm going to tell you all about that. But let's finish this clip where he surprised these choir kids at the Catholic school, I think in Sydney. I think that's what he said. And it's just so priceless to see the kids' response when he starts singing. They're not expecting it at all. And it just shows you what kind of effect he has on people who know him and who've come to love him. So let's share the rest of that clip together.
Cause now you're singing with a choir. Hey, now you're dancing with a crew. You're dancing with the crew. Sing, we are riding with you. No one can put out your fire. Nobody feeling your shoes. What's happened? You're not singing. We are riding with you. Yeah, yeah, we are riding with you. Let me hear you. We are riding with you. With you. Oh, no one can put out your fire. Nobody feel your shoes. Yes, I am. You, hey, hey. We are riding with you. We are riding with you. We are riding with you. Let me hear you say, we are riding with you. We are riding with you. We are riding with, pretty strong, with you. Yeah, yeah. Great job.
Yeah, so cool. That's who he is. And people who know him knows that that's what he's like every day. And I love that authenticity. authenticity. I also like speaking properly. But yeah, just an awesome person. And, you know, when people get to a point in their career, especially when they get famous quite young, like he did, not quite young, like 13, like Justin Bieber did, but I think he was just 20 or 21 or something when he won Idol. When they get famous quite young, it often, mostly, takes them a while to find out who they are, find their identity, and just fully become who they are and comfortable in this fame, in this influence, having this platform, you know. And he certainly found that really, really quickly, in my opinion, from what I could see. And people who know him says that he's the same everywhere. On stage, behind the scenes, in real life, etc. So, beautiful story. But now, this song, Choir, which, like I told you, and you just heard, it's a very funky song. We're all singing with the choir. We're all dancing with the crew. You know, it's a very upbeat, funky song. And you would never guess why the song was written. And I'm going to tell you in a minute. But first, you and I was going to say we and you together. So it became you and I are going to listen to the official version of the song, the studio version. And we're going to talk about it a little bit, analyze it a little bit, and then I'm going to share with you the backstory, which is so beautiful and profound. So let's watch the official music video of Guy Sebastian singing his song, Choir. Looks like St. Andrew's Cathedral in Sydney.
I know it's weird to say this, but I've been thinking about it lately. Reminiscing about us in Vegas, drinking like we're famous. Man, those days were crazy, but your book ran out of pages. And now I wish I never waited to tell you, out of all the moments in my life, the ones I got to share with you were probably my favorite. I know you're looking down on us, I'm missing you, bro. I hope you're proud of us. At least I know you made it home, and I know you're not alone. 'Cause now
Those lyrics. I love lyrics. I love focusing on the lyrics of songs. You know, songs are stories, and stories, the story in the song is in the lyrics. So it just surprises me when people say, I love that song. And I'm like, yeah, what's it about? Oh, I don't know, but it's really cool. I'm like, well, maybe you should listen to the lyrics. So I'm missing you, bro. I hope you're looking down. I know you're looking down on us. I hope you're proud of us. There's a hint of what the song is about, but we'll get there. But what a beautiful setting for the music video. And then it's sort of like the message of the song lyrically is in contrast with the vibe and the dances and the joy, but we'll get there. Chorus.
you're singing with a choir, now you're dancing with the crew. You ain't doing this solo, we all riding with you. No one can put out your fire, nobody feeling your shoes. 'Cause now you're singing with the choir, we all riding with you. Yeah, we fill up all our days with working and grinding just to make ends meet. Too busy to call, we'll catch up next week. And then it gets to next week and we say maybe next week. And then before you know, we are feeling old, asking ourselves, where did my friends go? So don't wait till they go home.
Are you listening? Are you listening to the lyrics? It's like we just try to get on with the grind of everyday life, and then we don't have time to check in with our friends, and we'll go, hey man, I'll see you next week, and maybe next week, and that becomes the next week. And then that verse ends with something like, we don't want to wait until they go home. Not home down the road. Are you following? Okay. But what I want to say technically about Guy as a singer, as a vocalist, oh my gosh, you can hear every word he says. And I know I say that often. If you've watched many of my videos, you'll know. But it is so important. When I perform as a singer, the main thing is not the pitch for me. The main thing is not how much control I have of my sound. Of course, those things are important, but the main thing for me is, can people hear what I say? Because the message of the story of the song is in the lyrics. And you have to sing well technically for people to hear every word you say. Especially in certain styles of music where the words come quite quickly sometimes, like also here. So he sings so well. He sings in F major. It's quite high. Solo, which is a high C, a C5. And he just sings that so easily. And whether it's higher or lower in the middle of his range, everything's under his control, but you can hear everything he says. I just absolutely love that. Chorus 2.
Singing with the choir, now you're dancing with the crew. You ain't doing this solo. We all riding with you. No one can put out your fire. Nobody filling your shoes. 'Cause now you're singing with the choir. We all riding with you. Yeah, yeah. Someday I know, my friend, I'm gonna see you again. And when I do, you better have a part for me. You sing the melody and I take the harmony.
I'm sure if you didn't know what the backstory of the song is, I'm sure you're getting it by now. Someday, my friend, I'll see you again. So this probably is the bridge of the song. Someday, my friend, I know I'll see you again. You better have a part for me. You'll sing the melody and I'll do the harmony. So there's such a beautiful play on words. His lyrics are, that's what I said in the other songs analysis as well. You should check it out on the channel. It's from about a week ago. This is October 2024. His lyrics are fairly simple, fairly straightforward. Doesn't use massive big words and unrelatable terminology and stuff in his songs. Some songwriters try to be super poetic and use massive words and stuff, but he doesn't. So it's easy for me as the listener to latch onto what he's saying straight away. It's relatable language. So the play on words is beautiful because in a choir, somebody sings the melody and somebody sings the harmony. It's a very loose way of describing it, but you know what I mean. And the fact that he says, you sing the melody and I sing the harmony is very interesting. And we'll get there in a minute, why that is interesting. But this bridge is beautiful.
'Cause we ain't done making music yet. We got some more sound checks, and this time we're gonna have about 1,000,000 voices.
1,000,000 voices.
Singing, dancing, party in your mansion. 'Cause now you're singing with the choir. Now you're dancing with the crew. You ain't doing this solo. We all riding with you. No one can put out your fire. Nobody feeling your shoes. 'Cause now you're singing with the choir. We all riding with you. Yeah, yeah. We all riding with you. We all riding with you. We all riding with you. With you. Yeah, yeah. We all riding with you. We all riding with you.
Reggae beat on the
We
guitar.
all riding with you. With you. Yeah, yeah.
So beautiful. Very interesting. Oh, I just want to say first, let me say this first. I love that bridge, how the second half of it is a build into the chorus, a small build into the last chorus. And then the last chorus is just percussion and vocal. And then the second half of it is the full band comes in again. Again, it's pretty straightforward, predictable in a sense of how a track is built. He's so good at producing pop songs. You must know your genre and what is necessary and what makes a song work in your genre. Not just as a musician, the singer, but also as the producer, how you put a track together, right? But anyway, so beautiful. Interesting. You notice the two boys in the video? The two little boys? One looks like a bit of from Asian descent, right? And the other one looks like a young guy, Sebastian. And I think it is. I'm not sure. I haven't spoken to Guy recently, but I'm pretty sure he has 2 boys. And I'm pretty sure that boy in the clip is his own son. So part of the story here is 2 people who are together, and one is from Asian descent and the other one looks like Guy Sebastian. And that brings me on to the backstory of the song, which is so, so powerful. So I found this interview, little clip, short clip, watch it with me. The title of it is Guy Sebastian Choir, the song, and then Behind the Track. I love finding out, why was a song written? What is it about? What caused the songwriter, especially if it's the songwriter and the artist who performs it, what caused the singer-songwriter to write the song? What is the story behind the story? And this is about a very, very special friend that Guy Sebastian had, a man called Luke Liang. So check this out.
I was in LA late last year. I received a phone call notifying me that my friend had passed away, and it was very unexpected. In fact, I'd actually just done a gig with Luke, who passed away, just before I left for LA, and I could sense that something wasn't quite right. It was very hard to process, and it still is. You know, Luke and I, we did a lot together. We travelled together. We played together. He was in my band, but also if there was like a stripped back performance of stuff, which often there was, it was just me and Luke. You know, we toured Europe together, for example, just me and Luke. On stage every night. Yeah, he was my guitar player, my keyboard player. He would sample stuff off the record and he'd be triggering it on pads while playing guitar and keys at the same time. He was like Dick Van Dyke in Mary Poppins, you know, like just could play everything. I guess for me, I wanted to write something for Luke which represented him. Initially, I sat down, I wrote this ballad. It was just really hard to get through and it just didn't feel right. And something in me was like, dude, this is so not Luke. Like, Luke wouldn't want a stroppy ballad that's like really sad. He's such a fun guy, and so I wanted to honor his memory as...
Let me pause that quickly. I also discovered that Luke Liang, in 2018, it seems like after his death, he was awarded Live Instrumentalist of the Year at the National Live Music Awards in Australia. So as Guy said there, this man, Luke, could play multiple instruments. He was just a brilliant musician. So I read this article on Now to Love. It says the song was inspired by his good friend and former band member Luke Liang, who sadly took his own life in 2018. I don't want to read all of it, but it's so incredible. Guy's post on Instagram after he found out about Luke's passing said, "My beautiful brother at Luke Liang, I woke up today and I still can't believe I can't just call you. See you playing to my right at the next gig. Listen to you go on about Star Trek." Apparently he was a bit of a Star Trek, geek. "Laugh at your hilarious Insta stories or just take in the positive warmth of being in your presence." Guy wrote in August 2018. "I miss you so much, dude. I really do. Rest in peace, my insanely talented, funny, genuine, humble friend." That's a beautiful description of somebody, hey? Insanely talented, funny, genuine, humble. I would be grateful if people said that about me when I'm no longer there. The song was a great hit. And Guy said, "I wanted to write something that was more joyful and that made people want to think of his life and celebrate it rather than feel grief, right? Because I know he wouldn't want that." So that's where Choir was born, this song, which is poignant but fun and up-tempo. But this is very cool for me. And this links to the other song that I did the reaction on recently, which I told you, I Stand By You, which is about mental health, which was released on his 2020 album, where Choir was also one of the tracks on that album. So I think there's a link there maybe. Guy said, "My hope is that it gives people a different emotion when they are reflecting on their lost loved ones. Choir has a bit of a different emotion to it. It's more a celebration. It's a happy celebration of the good times, he said. But despite choir's happy message, its poignant lyrics includes the lines, "I know you're looking down on us. I'm missing you, bro. I hope you're proud of us." Right? The lyrics are related to. I mentioned earlier. Guy says he still finds the song incredibly difficult to perform live. He said the first few times I sang it, I was a mess, even at the Logies, which is the annual music awards in Australia. I remember singing it, and I got to a certain verse, I just choked up. And then this is really cool. He said, "I think out of all these tragic circumstances, what we've all taken away as a band, even just within our close-knit music community, is that we are checking up on each other so much more." Important. There's that lyric, right? Next week, I'll see you next week, I'm too busy. The track has also become an anthem for mental health issues. Mental health sufferers and domestic violence victims. How interesting. This is the power of music. This is the power of a beautifully written song that has a purpose and a meaning. It's not pointless pop. It has meaning, right? Mental health sufferers and domestic violence victims who say the song has helped them find the courage to seek help and to leave abusive relationships. How interesting. Choir is the song I've probably received the most letters and comments about, Guy told Now to Love. Just so many people writing in, saying the song has helped them with mental health battles of their own or celebrating someone they have lost. It was almost an anthem for some women who said, "It has helped me find the inner strength to leave my partner," etc. It's a very beautiful article. I'll link it down below. But how powerful, how amazing will it be, must it be, to write a song, he's written so many incredible songs that has impacted people's lives. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's finish this little clip quickly where he talks about his buddy.
An exceptional human being, one that is so fun and talented and giving. So I wrote Choir. I think it's going to be pretty hard to sing this live, to be honest, like especially the bridge. I sat down to write this bridge. And I just started to bawl my eyes out because, you know, there's lyrics in there that's like the bridge says, "Someday I know, my friend, I'm going to see you again. And this time you better have a part for me," as in the song's called Choir, so you better have like a vocal part for me. You take the melody and I'll sing the harmony. And so that's basically, you know, Luke would always sing a harmony and I'd be the lead. So I'm saying, like, you know, when I see you, you're the star this time, and like I'll back you up.
How beautiful.
You know, and then it continues to say, you know, we got some more sound checks left in us and we got some more gigs, and we're going to keep playing and we'll sing in this choir together, and there's a choir on earth that are, you know, cheering you on and keeping your light alive. Someday I know, my friend, I'm gonna see you again, and when I do, you better have a part for me. You take the melody and I'll sing the harmony. 'Cause we ain't done making music yet, we got some more sound checks, and this time we're gonna have about 1 million voices singing, dancing, party in your mansion. Yeah, that's where I reckon he is. In a pimpin' mansion watching Star Trek.
Wow, so beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, so cool. So, now, I hope it all makes a lot more sense. This is why I love to analyze songs. Because now, when I listen to the song, I'm not just enjoying it for the musical goodies, the production, the rhythms, the melodies, which is so catchy, beautifully written. But I'm going to listen with a sense of, we are celebrating in this song a great friend of his life. The genius that he was, the humble, funny, geeking out on Star Trek person that he was, you know, and shining the light on how we must check in on each other. You know that still small voice that you have inside of you sometimes when you see a friend or somebody or a brother or whoever, somebody in your life that you care about, and you see them after a while and you're like, something's not quite right. Check in, follow up, sit down with someone, be a listener. Just listen. Sometimes, like that song I Stand By You says, in the lyrics that Guy wrote, it says something like, I don't want to tell you, oh, it's going to be all right. I just want to sit. I just want to listen. People sometimes just need us to listen. We don't always have to try and save everybody. But if that's a beautiful, strong relationship that you've developed with somebody over time, just be there. Just say, dude, tell me what's going on. Talk to me, man. I'm just going to listen. I'm here for you, you know? And I think that is super, super powerful. So yeah, I hope you'll enjoy listening to the song. As a matter of fact, download the whole album. It's a beautiful album. There are a number of cracking tracks on that album. And yeah, I think if you dig in, if you delve a little deeper, you will find that every song has a story behind it. And that is the mark of a great songwriter. I really appreciate that you spent the time with me today. Hook up Guy Sebastian. Go and follow him on Instagram and everywhere else. He's a great guy. I think he's worthy of our support. So, yeah. I hope to see you again soon. And until then, I want you to remember that your voice matters.